Okay, so welcome to episode 3, External Community. And this is about listening to the language that you use when you're talking about individuals, organizations, or your community. We all love to spin and peddle stories about others, and it's easy to be the person who tells it. And we all know from my previous videos that being the person who tells the story about someone else actually gives you that nice hit of chemical that makes you feel good. But is it actually improving the silence? Is it actually doing the world and your community any good by saying it? There's already so much scarcity in the world. There's so much being peddled to us by the media that we don't need to know, and it only creates more negativity inside our own minds. We really need to start taking these steps to create a language that is positive and that is encouraging. So we've already touched on checking in with the words that you use internally for yourself and externally for talking about yourself. But now we're going to talk about externally talking about others. Once you actually start to do this work from the inside, you'll start to actually notice it on the outside. You'll actually start to notice the way you feel when you listen to people talking in a negative way about someone else or about some organization or something happening in the community, as opposed to when someone is telling you a story or talking about something exciting that happened to them or to someone else, or that they want to achieve or that they want to do. You'll start to physically notice how it makes you feel. And so then you might start to choose more wisely the things that you choose to listen to, but also the things that you choose to share. And next time you might choose not to pass on that negative story, that negative comment, that thing you heard about someone or something, because you acknowledge that that negativity that might make you feel good for a moment doesn't actually improve upon the silence or improve upon your community. And there's a difference between informing with a goal than just informing to be the informer. So I've been called out in the past for using the saying, if you can't be positive, then at least be quiet. And you know what? I could agree with that, because the word positive probably isn't the right word to use in this day and age when there is so much injustice in the world and so much need for action. Perhaps a better word would be proactive. When you tell a story, tell it with a call to action. Tell it from inspiration, motivation, love, and passion. Because yes, there is a lot going on in this world that we are not happy with, that we do not agree with. But if we just keep telling the story of the things that we've heard of these awful things happening without any kind of action plan or tools to actually make it better, then we're just spreading more scarcity. So if you can tell it from a place of excitement and with a goal that people can actually work towards and use, perhaps your hearers will see that there's a problem but still be inspired by your solution. They'll see your passion and they'll want to change. Because if we change our habits and we change our behavior, that drives the whole world forward. So if you cannot be proactive, then at least be quiet. Better? And then you'll start to perhaps have to be a little bit more mindful of your mates. You might start to realize that the people in your life are only speaking with this kind of language from this negative and unproductive space. And that's not anyone's fault. That's what we've been brought up with. That is what the world is run on these days. And if you connect with this and you think that you want to start listening to your language and using new words to describe everything and to move this world forward, you might have to make some difficult changes. You might have to make some tough decisions about who you're spending your time with and who you're having these discussions with, because you'll start to feel the difference between a positive and a groundbreaking, exciting discussion as opposed to one that's just talking about what you saw on the news or what this person did on the weekend that was scandalous. None of that is going to move you towards what you have been put here for. And the moment that you say it's not possible is the moment that you say you don't want it. It's the moment that you tell the universe and you create that belief within and without that it's not possible. So change your language and change your life. But I do implore you, if you have connected with this, give it a share and subscribe, because we need more positive conversations like this going on in the world, just to give you a better day, if nothing else. So change your language, change your life, and inspire all of your mates to join you.